You've probably heard the old story of the boy who cried wolf, right? But what if that story happened today? Well, that's what we're diving into. A modern take called The Boy Who Cried Wolf in the Digital Age.
So think about this. What really happens when a little tiny lie spirals into massive trouble? Especially when that lie goes viral, and suddenly the whole world is watching. The consequences can get way more serious than you'd ever imagine.
All right, let's meet our main character. His name is Ravi. He's from a small village in India, and he's got a classic story with a very modern twist: a smartphone.
Now, Ravi wasn't just some kid. Oh no, he was kind of famous in his village for being a total prankster. And his favorite sidekick for all his schemes? You guessed it, his phone. He used it to film and share every single mischievous thing he did.
So, as you can probably imagine, it didn't take long for one of Ravi's pranks to get a little out of hand. This is the story of how a single joke went viral and just completely spun out of control. The plan was actually pretty simple. One day, he's out watching his family's sheep, gets bored, and has this brilliant idea. He whips out his phone, hits record, takes a deep breath, and just starts screaming "Wolf! Wolf!" at the top of his lungs. And the result? Well, the villagers dropped everything they were doing and came running to help, of course, only to find Ravi just laughing. They were not amused, let me tell you. They basically told him to cut it out and stop being so irresponsible.
But here's the thing. While his neighbors were mad, the internet loved it. The video just blew up over 1 million views. Suddenly, Ravi was this overnight internet sensation. People all over the world thought his prank was hilarious. So, with all this new online fame, what do you think he did? A few weeks later, he pulled the exact same prank again. Only this time, the villagers weren't just annoyed, they were furious. Their trust in him was completely gone, shattered.
And this is where the story takes a really dark turn. The prank stopped being funny and everything changes. The consequences of what Ravi did are about to become tragically real. So picture it, the sun is going down, the light's getting dim, and Ravi is out there in the fields probably thinking about what his next viral video is going to be.
But this time was different. This wasn't a joke. A real hungry wolf quietly appeared at the edge of the field, its eyes locked right on the sheep. The danger was absolutely real.
For the very first time, Ravi's screams were 100% genuine. He wasn't performing for a camera. He was genuinely terrified and screaming for help as loud as he possibly could.
This was the moment of truth. The villagers, they heard him yelling, but they just sighed and rolled their eyes thinking, "Oh, there goes Ravi again." He had lied too many times. Nobody believed him, and so nobody came. What happened with the wolf taught Ravi a truly devastating lesson. He realized that what he lost, the trust of his community, was worth so much more than 1 million followers online. And now he had to start the long, hard journey of trying to earn it back.
And that really gets to the heart of it, right? What even is trust? Well, the story shows us it's like a really fragile gift. It's so easy to break, but fixing it, that takes real, sincere actions and a whole lot of time. It's not an overnight fix.
And you can see just how hard Ravi had to work. The prank stopped immediately, of course. He started using his phone for good, sharing positive stories, showing off the beauty of his home and his culture. But look, it took a full year of doing the right thing, day in and day out, before people even started to trust him again.
So why does this old story, even with a smartphone in it, matter so much today? Let's connect the dots.
because this classic lesson has a lot to say about our own lives online.
I mean, think about it. Ravi's village couldn't tell when he was telling the truth. We have that same exact problem every single day online, don't we? We're just flooded with pranks, fake news, misinformation. How in the world are we supposed to figure out what's actually real?
Well, this story actually gives us a really powerful answer. It teaches us that we have to learn to think critically. Just like the villagers eventually had to question Ravi's cries, we have to learn to question what we see online, to actually analyze it, and not just automatically believe everything that pops up on our screens.
So, what's the big takeaway from Ravi's story? Well, first, trust is built on truth. Simple as that. Second, our actions, even the ones online, have very real consequences. Third, we have to think critically before we just believe or share something. And finally, and this is a big one, a reputation is a fragile thing. Once it's broken, it is incredibly hard to fix, both online and in the real world.